All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. As we're getting set for our third and final game of the day, we head down to Charlotte. I don't know why this is on. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. It's time for our third and final game of our tripleheader. We head down to Charlotte, North Carolina for this one. The Patriots and the Panthers. The Patriots won in Week 1. They beat the Redskins. They're 1-0. The Panthers lost to the Giants. They're 0-1. Let's take a look at the standings now after all four of our panelists lost the last game. Evil Dead is 16-11. TMG is now 3-4. Braden's 8-9. And Jax is now 7-4. Evil Dead's taking Carolina in this one. Okay, so we'll put him over in the home side. And we'll see who the other guys pick here in just a second. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head to Charlotte, North Carolina for this one. Patriots, Panthers, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the Patriots and the Panthers. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. From Charlotte, North Carolina, TMG's taking the Patriots. Evil Dead's got the Panthers. We'll find out who the other ones are picking here. Waiting for Braden and Jax to make their picks. On a beautiful day in Charlotte. Bright sunny skies, temperatures at 92 degrees. There's the kick. The Patriots get the ball first. From the 3-yard line on the return, bringing it back. Number 89, Steve Bray. And Bray brings it out to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Patriots will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Peyton Thorne, in his second year out of Auburn. He led the Patriots to a convincing win over the Redskins last week. Gaming Reels in the house. Good to see you, Gaming. Welcome on in. The third game of our tripleheader. The Dolphins beat the Eagles 27-10, and the Saints beat the Redskins 27-17. 1st and 10, Thorne back. Thorne throws underneath, making the catch. Number 86. That's Joshua Bryan, the former Jet. Out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. In his 11th year out of Hawaii, Joshua Bryan. On 2nd and 2 from the 34-yard line, Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne back. Thorne throws and caught. Making the catch that time, Darren Woods out to the 41. A 7-yard gain, and that's a New England first down. Gaming Reels got the Patriots in this one. Opening drive, 1st and 10, New England. 4 wide. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne hands off to James Holmes, and Holmes is going to lose a yard. On the tackle, number 56, Damian Snow, the third-year linebacker out of Texas A&M. And that'll bring up 2nd and 11 for New England. Patriots come out 4 wide. Thorne in the shotgun on 2nd down. Thorne hands off to Dickens this time, and Chris Dickens out to the 44-yard line. Braden's got the Panthers. All right, I'll put you in the Panther pile. It'll be 3rd and 7. Who do you got, Misty? Misty's got Carolina. 3rd and 7 from the 44-yard line. 4 wide for the Patriots. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne looking, throws, and caught by Darren Woods out to the 49. A gain of 7. And a Patriot first down at the Carolina 49-yard line. The Panthers lost to the Giants last week, and the Patriots beat the Redskins. Braden has got the Panthers. I got it. On 1st and 10 from the 49, they hand off to Holmes. And Holmes picks up 4 to the 45-yard line. James Holmes in his second year out of Akron. Nice opening drive by New England so far. 4 wide for the Patriots. Thorne in the shotgun. 2nd and 6. Thorne draws back. Thorne looking, throws near side, and incomplete. They were looking for Darren Woods. Nice defensive play made by number 30, Everett McClaskey. Now he's in there. Dickens is in there. I called his name already. On 3rd and 6 from the 45. Thorne looking, throws, and caught underneath by Michael Payne, the fourth-year tight end out of North Carolina State. Good for 10 yards and a Patriot first down. Misty has said goodnight for the second time at 9:44 Central Time. Yeah, Chris Dickens in his 10th year out of Dayton. All 10 years with the Patriots. 4 wide for New England. Thorne in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Thorne to Dickens. And Dickens, no gain. The Panthers are right there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Nice long opening drive for New England. 4:45 and counting. Yep, almost 10 for me here in Nashville. 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Thorne in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Thorne draws back, throws, caught underneath by Payne, out to the 28, a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 3. Damian Snow on the tackle for Carolina. Patriots in field goal range. 3rd and 3 from the Carolina 28. 4 wide for the Patriots. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back, throws, caught. Making the catch, number 86, Joshua Bryan. Injury timeout. Bryan goes to the sideline, the former Jet. He picked up the first down, though. Down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 5. Under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Long drive by New England. They have it now at the Carolina 23-yard line. Coming off the injury timeout. 4 receivers set wide. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back. Throws. Down the middle. Caught by 89, Steve Bray, in his 4th year out of Stephen F. Austin. Good for 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the Carolina 17-yard line. Everybody in tight for New England on 2nd and 4. Thorne, a swing pass, and it's knocked down. Nice defensive play by Tucker Smith, the 9th-year safety out of Arkansas. It'll be 3rd down for New England from the Carolina 17. That was dangerous. You're right. Absolutely, that was very dangerous. On 3rd and 4, 4 wide, Thorne in the gun. Thorne back, throws, and caught by Holmes down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 out of the backfield. First down, Patriots. And they keep this long opening drive alive. We're down to 3:15 left in the first quarter. Patriots have eaten up almost the entire first quarter. 4 wide, Thorne in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Thorne back, throws, a fade, and it's incomplete. Knocked away by Dwayne Smith, the 10th-year defensive back out of Clemson. That'll stop the clock. 3:03 left in the first. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots at the Carolina 11. 5 wide for the Patriots. Empty backfield for Thorne. Thorne draws back, throws, and it hits the back of a Panther, number 55, Dwayne Gates, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 11-yard line. Had Gates been looking, he could have picked it up. 3rd and 10 from the 11-yard line. 3 receivers off to the far side. Thorne under center. Thorne draws back. Thorne looking, throws near side, incomplete. And the Patriot drive kind of stalls out. It'll be 4th down. They'll try a field goal. Mark Brown will come on. This will be a 28-yard field goal attempt by the 7th-year kicker out of Kansas State. Snap, kick is up. Ooh, didn't get all that one, but it goes through. That was kind of a weak kick, but it goes through. And the Patriots take a 3-0 lead. I'll take the points, but that was a disappointing end. Patriots lead at 3-0. 2:52 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina, week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead took the Panthers. Braden took the Panthers. TMG has got the Patriots, and so does Gaming Reels. From the 3-yard line on the return for Carolina, number 82, that's John Cunningham. And Misty took the Panthers as well. Starting quarterback, Luke Green, the rookie out of California, Berkeley. Green played well against the Giants last week, but the Giants ended up winning that game. And Carolina plays at the Giants next week. It's one of those, it's a weird quirk in the schedule. The Panthers and the Giants play in week 1 and again in week 3 next week. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. George quickly throws and gets it out to Cunningham, out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, it'll be 2nd and 5. Cunningham in his 4th year out of Oregon. John Cunningham. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers at their own 31, down 3-0. George in the shotgun. George hands off to Darrell Holt. And Holt out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 7. Darrell Holt in his 10th year out of Maryland. First down, Carolina. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Patriots lead at 3-0. Panthers come out. George in the shotgun. 1st and 10. George looking, throws, caught down the sideline. Big gain by John Quick out to the 40-yard line. They cross midfield. That's a gain of 22 yards to Quick, the rookie out of Georgia. First down, Carolina in Patriot territory at the New England 40-yard line. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Panthers on the move. George in the shotgun on 1st and 10. In motion is Franklin. And George throws to Cunningham down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, it'll be 2nd and 5. A minute 30 left in the first quarter. Panthers on the move. The Patriots had a long drive for a field goal. And now Carolina down to the New England 35-yard line. 4 wide. George in the shotgun. 2nd and 5. In motion is Lee. They throw. And it's caught. Making the catch, Jared Moore down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Carolina. The last time the Pats made the playoffs, you were doing games on 18. I was doing games on 19. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They hand off to Holt. Out to the 24, no gain. Actually, the Patriots last made the playoffs 3 seasons ago. They made it all the way to the AFC Championship. They lost to the Colts, if you remember. Then the Colts got blown away by the Redskins. We're down to 23 seconds left, 4 wide. George on the shotgun, 2nd and 10. George to Holt up the middle, and Darryl Holt down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 1. And that might do it for the first quarter. And it will. At the end of 1, Patriots lead at 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. We start the second quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Panthers at the Patriot 15-yard line. George under center. Hands off to Holt. Gets the first down. Out to the 12-yard line, a gain of 3. First down, Carolina. Turner on the tackle, the linebacker, Jordan Turner, in his second year out of Michigan State. Panthers now 1st and 10 from the Patriot 12. George under center. George fakes the handoff, throws to the end zone, touchdown, Carolina. Phillip Lee, the rookie tight end out of Southern Miss. A 12-yard touchdown catch. And the Panthers take a 6-3 lead. Nice catch by the rookie tight end. And now Hudson Bronner, the rookie kicker out of San Diego State, for the point after. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Panthers lead it 7-3. That 3-point lead was short-lived. You're right. 7:29 left to play here in the first half, here at Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We know the Panthers play at the Giants next week. New England next week will host Philadelphia. And the Eagles are now 0-2. They lost to Miami earlier today. The Redskins are 0-2. They lost to the Saints earlier today. There's the kickoff from the 4-yard line. On the return for New England is Steve Bray. He brings it out to the 27-yard line. And that's where New England will take over, 1st and 10. 7:25 left here in the second quarter. Peyton Thorne, the second-year quarterback out of Auburn, the quarterback for the Patriots. Patriots come out. Thorne in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Thorne draws back. Thorne throws, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. Broken up by Russ Snow, the 3rd-year safety out of Iowa. Russell Snow. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 27. Nice play by Snow. On 2nd and 10. Thorne draws back, throws downfield, and it's caught by Bray down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 for Steve Bray. First down, New England. Bray in his 4th year out of Stephen F. Austin. That's a school in Texas. Small school, as you might expect, with a name like Stephen F. Austin. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. 4 wide for the Patriots. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back, throws, and caught. Good for 7 yards. Making the catch, Darren Woods, down to the 47-yard line. Woods in his 9th year out of Michigan. 2nd and 3 for the Patriots from their own 47-yard line. Thorne under center, single back. Hands off, no, play action looking. Thorne throws downfield, caught on the sideline at the 29-yard line. Michael Payne. I don't know how he caught that in bounds, but he did. 24 yards down to the Patriot 29-yard line. If I'm Carolina, I might want to review that, but they don't. 1st and 10, 4 wide for New England. Thorne back. Thorne looking, throws deep downfield, picked off in the end zone. Levi Myers, the 5th-year safety out of Hawaii, picks it off. It'll be a touchback, and the Patriot drive comes to a screaming halt. It'll be 1st and 10, Panthers at the 20-yard line. That gives me time to go over tomorrow's schedule. We'll have a triple header tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll be the Chargers and the Bengals, TMG. That'll be the first game. The Chargers at Cincinnati. Then we'll have Arizona at Chicago. And then Tampa Bay at Green Bay. That's our triple header tomorrow. 8 o'clock Eastern, right here at Jammin' Sports. We hope you join us. I know TMG will, at least for that first game. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. George on the shotgun, 1st and 10. Throws downfield on 1st down, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Is TMG still with us? I haven't seen him post in a while. Want to make sure he knows the Chargers play his Bengals the first game tomorrow. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. George to Darryl Holt. And Holt picks up 2 out to the 22-yard line. On the tackle there, number 34, Reggie Sweeney, the 4th-year safety out of Florida. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Panthers at their own 22-yard line. Panthers lead at 7-3 here in the second quarter. George on the shotgun on 3rd down. Moore in motion. George looking. Throws it away. Incomplete. He was looking for Jared Moore, the tight end. It'll be 4th down, and the Panthers will punt on 4th and 8. 5.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Derek White back to punt. The 10th-year punter out of Notre Dame. Gets the punt away. Fielded at the 30-yard line and brought back by Mario Reese out to the 33-yard line. Well, the defenses are starting to settle in. 1st and 10, New England from their own 33-yard line. 5:23 left in the half. Carolina up 7-3. 4 wide for the Patriots. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back. Thorne throws. Incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 5:19 left. I don't think TMG is still here. Is he still here? 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Thorne draws back. Thorne throws and is caught by Darren Woods out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 1 for New England. We're down to 5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Patriots trying to retake the lead. 3rd and 1 from their own 43-yard line. Thorne under center. Thorne hands off to Dickens. A big gain for Chris Dickens out to the 39-yard line. 28 yards for Dickens and a first down for the Patriots. Make that a gain of 18. I gave him 10 extra yards. My bad. 1st and 10 from the Carolina 39-yard line. 3 receivers off to the far side. Thorne under center. Thorne draws back. Throws outside. Caught by Dickens down the sideline. And Chris Dickens to the 30-yard line, a gain of 9. And that'll bring up 2nd and 1. Clock is moving. We're coming up on 4 minutes left to play in the half. 4 wide for the Patriots. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back. Throws. And it was tipped and still almost caught by Darren Woods. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. The ball was tipped by the linebacker, Dwayne Gates. And Woods very nearly still caught it. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Patriots at the Panther 30-yard line. 3 to the far side. Thorne in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws quickly outside. Caught by Michael Payne. And Payne is down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 28 for the big tight end. 1st and goal, Patriots at the Panther 2. Nice catch and run by Michael Payne. The 4th-year tight end out of North Carolina State. 1st and goal, New England at the Panther 2-yard line. Thorne under center on 1st and goal. Thorne to Dickens. Touchdown, New England. And they retake the lead, 9-7. A 2-yard touchdown run by Chris Dickens, the 10th year back out of the University of Dayton. .325 left in the half. Plenty of time for the Panthers to retaliate. Mark Brown, who always makes his extra points an adventure, will come on for the extra point. I have to check him out after this game. Extra point is up. Well, that's a good kick right there. Is good. His field goal attempt earlier barely made it over, but the extra point is good. And the Patriots take a 10-7 lead with 3:25 left in the half. Our 3rd game today. Earlier this evening, the Dolphins beat the Eagles 27-10. And then the game right before this, the Saints beat the Redskins 27-17. And now the Patriots lead the Panthers 10-7 in the 2nd quarter. There's the kick from the 3-yard line. On the return, John Cunningham over the 25. And Cunningham making his way out to the 32-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will take over. 3:19 left here in the first half. Plenty of time for Carolina to get a score before halftime. Evil Dead is at pinball tonight. He'll be back tomorrow for our triple header. He did give me his picks earlier today. He's got the Panthers in this one. 4 wide. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Quick in motion. George back. Throws. And caught on the sideline by Quick. He gets 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 out to the 35-yard line. 3:15 left in the first half. On 2nd down, 4 wide, George in the shotgun, the rookie out of California, Luke George, the quarterback. George looking, throws, and incomplete. He tried to hit John Quick across the middle. He got nailed by a Patriot defender. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 35. 2:56 left to play in the first half. 3rd and 6 from the 35-yard line. George in the shotgun. George looking. George takes off. And George only gets out to the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain to be 4th and 4. On the tackle there, number 94. That's Ross Browner. I think it was 94. Actually, he was tackled by 57, Jordan Turner, the linebacker. It'll be 4th down. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Derek White back to punt. White bobbles it and gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 17-yard line by Mario Reese, the ninth-year safety out of Oklahoma. Patriots offense comes back out. They can make it a two-score game going into halftime if they can get a score here, if they can get a touchdown. 2:24 left in the first half. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. Patriots up 10-7. 4 wide for New England. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back, throws, and caught. Making the catch, Cody Stafford out to the 29-yard line, a gain of 12. The first catch for Stafford, the fourth-year receiver out of Virginia. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I'm pretty sure. And it does. Live from Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. 2 minutes left in the first half. Patriots lead the Panthers 10-7 here in week 2. 1st and 10 from the 29. Thorne got hit as he threw. Wobbly pass. And they're lucky that wasn't picked off. Breaking up the pass, Levi Myers, who had a pick earlier. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. 1:55 left in the half. Panthers brought the pressure on that one. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Thorne under center. Now he backs up as they shift. 4 receivers set wide. Thorne back to throw. Down the middle, caught by Woods. No, incomplete. That was broken up by McCluskey. Everett McCluskey, the third-year defensive back out of Akron. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Patriots at their own 29. Panther defense stepping up. 1:51 left. Thorne under center on 3rd and 10. Thorne to Dickens, and Dickens makes his way to the 35. Only a gain of 5. And the Panthers take a timeout. They want the ball back. 1:47 left in the half. Patriots will punt. Be 4th and 5 from their own 35-yard line. Frederick Strong will come in to punt. The 6th-year punter out of Penn State. Strong gets the punt away. It'll be fielded and fair caught at the 19-yard line by John Cunningham. 1st and 10, Carolina. 1:42 left. They have 2 timeouts. I could see them getting in field goal range and tying this one up before halftime. The Patriots come in at 1-0, and the Panthers come in at 0-1 here in week 2. 1st and 10 from the 19. 4 receivers wide. George on the shotgun. George draws back, throws, and threw it a bit too far. He was looking for Cunningham. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. .139 left to play here in the first half. A 3-point lead for New England. 3 receivers off to the far side. George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, and is caught by Quick down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 19 yards for John Quick, the rookie out of Georgia. First down, Panthers. They don't take a timeout, though. The clock is moving, 1:20 and counting. Panthers in the no-huddle offense. George in the shotgun, back to throw. Throws downfield, caught on the run, breaking away, John Cunningham down to the 14-yard line. 48 yards, make it 46, I'm sorry. 46 yards. John Cunningham, the 4th-year receiver out of Oregon. He very nearly scored all the way down to the Patriot 14-yard line. 55 seconds left. They still have 2 timeouts. They haven't used one. 4 wide. George on the shotgun. 1st and 10. George looking. Throws inside. Touchdown. Carolina. J.T. Franklin, a 14-yard touchdown catch. The former Raider, J.T. Franklin. In his 5th year out of SMU, Franklin spent 4 years with the Raiders. Now in his 1st year with Carolina. Nice drive by Carolina to take the lead. This one's going back and forth. We got ourselves a ball game. And now Hudson Bronner for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Panthers lead it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive, and the Panthers get the touchdown with 36 seconds left here in the first half. Live from Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina, Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-0 Patriots and the 0-1 Panthers. Derek White will kick off for Carolina. From the 6-yard line on the return. This is Mario Reese, and Reese out to the 32-yard line. The 9th-year safety out of Oklahoma on the return. New England still has 3 timeouts. They have 31 seconds to work with. They're at their own 32-yard line. We're almost at halftime. On a beautiful day here in Charlotte, here in Week 2. First and 10. Thorne under center. Thorne draws back, throws quickly, caught by Michael Payne out to the 37. Just a 4-yard gain. Patriots take a timeout, 28 seconds left. You got to do better than that. You got to throw it downfield. There's only 28 seconds left. Patriots will have it at their own 37-yard line. Four receivers set wide. Thorne in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. Thorne draws back, throws quickly, and he threw it behind his receiver. He was looking for Steve Bray. Incomplete. It'd be 3rd and 6. 26 seconds left until halftime. On 3rd down. Thorne throws, caught by Bray, out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 8. First down, New England. They take a timeout with 22 seconds left. The Patriots still need about 25 yards to get to field goal range. Panthers up 14-10 late in the second quarter. 4 wide. Thorne in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Thorne back. Thorne looking, throws, and caught. No, incomplete. Darian Woods couldn't hold on. He was well covered. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 45 with 17 seconds left in the half. Patriots come out 4 wide. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back. In trouble, and he takes a sack back at the 34-yard line. A loss of 11. On the sack, number 95, Elijah Andrews, the 2nd-year defensive end out of Arizona State. I tell you what, Thorne's lucky he didn't fumble that. 3rd and 21 now, back at the 34-yard line. New England took their final timeout. 13 seconds left. Panthers up 14-10. Thorne under center. Thorne, this is a give-up play. They hand off to Dickens, and Dickens picks up 4. It'll be 4th and 17. And I think New England, well, the Panthers took a timeout. They're not going to let the Patriots run out the clock. They're going to force them to kick. So Frederick Strong will punt with 9 seconds left in the half. Strong gets the kick away. And it'll be fielded at about the 13-yard line, brought back to the 19 by Cunningham. 1 second left until halftime. Let's see what the Panthers do. They might throw a Hail Mary here. They'll be starting from their own 19-yard line. Nope, they're going to go to the locker room. They'll just take a knee. So George takes a knee. And we go to half. Carolina leads it over the Patriots 14-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. We go to the second half. The Panthers lead the Patriots 14-10. Here in week 2, the Patriots at 1-0 and the Panthers at 0-1. The Panthers will get the second half kickoff from the 6-yard line. On the return, John Cunningham over the 25, and Cunningham out to the 32-yard line. And that's where Carolina will have it, 1st and 10. Jimmy Jam along with Gaming Reels. I think everybody else is still here. Braden's here. I think TMG is still here. I've not seen them text in a while, but I think they're still here. The final game of our triple header today. We'll have a triple header tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. And kicking off the triple header will be the Chargers and the Bengals tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. 1st and 10 from the 32. George hands off to Darryl Holt. He's going to lose a yard as Jordan Turner, the linebacker, makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 11. This has been our closest game so far today at this point in the game. George in the shotgun, 2nd and 11. George hands off to Holt, and Darryl Holt out to the 39. That'll be a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Carolina. The opening drive of the second half on a bright, sunny, and warm day in Charlotte. 4 wide for Carolina. George in the shotgun, 3rd and 3. George draws back, throws, and incomplete. He was looking for J.T. Franklin. He couldn't hold on. He got hit by Turner, the linebacker, who broke up the pass. It'll be 4th and 3. So the Patriots get the stop they needed. And Derek White will punt for Carolina. As White gets the punt away from the 15-yard line. Well, they call the fair catch. Mario Reese at the 16. And that's where New England will have it, 1st and 10. 6:55 left here in the third quarter. Panthers up 14-10. Let's see if the Patriots can march down the field now and retake the lead. This game has gone back and forth. It's been a good one here in Charlotte. Patriots come out, 3 to the far side. Thorne in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Thorne back. Thorne, he's going to throw it deep. Going for it all. He's got a man. Incomplete. The ball was a bit underthrown. Broken up by Eric O'Neill, the 8th-year safety out of Colorado State. The intended receiver was Joshua Bryan, the former Jet. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 16. 4 wide. Thorne in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Thorne to Dickens, and Chris Dickens picks up 3 out to the 19-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7. We have a good crowd here. I wonder how many of this crowd is from the West Coast. It's 11:22 Eastern. 8:22 on the West Coast. 10:22 here in Nashville. 3rd and 7. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back. It's a blitz. Gets it off to Holmes down the sideline, and James Holmes out to the 19-yard line. Out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 10. James Holmes, in his second year out of Akron, catches the swing pass for a 10-yard gain and a Patriot first down. Clock is moving. 6 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Panthers up 14-10. 3 wide for New England. To the far side, Thorne under center. Thorne hands off to Chris Dickens. Escapes a tackle, and Dickens out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. They had him contained, and he broke the grip of whoever was holding him, and he ends up with a 13-yard gain. First down, Patriots. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 4 wide. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back. In trouble now. Looking, and he has to throw it away. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. .5:18 remaining here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots at their own 42. Thorne under center. Thorne to Dickens around the outside, and Chris Dickens out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7. On the tackle, Wade Sullivan, the 5th-year linebacker out of Michigan. 5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 3rd and 7 for the Patriots at their own 45. Big third down. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne back. Thorne throws downfield. It's caught. Somehow it's caught by Joshua Bryan down to the 16-yard line. 39 yards on the gain. Joshua Bryan, the 11th year receiver out of Hawaii, the former New York Jet. 39 yards down to the Carolina 16. New England looking to retake the lead. They come out 5 wide, empty backfield. Thorne in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Thorne draws back. Thorne throws, and he threw it a bit low, looking for Darren Woods. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the 16-yard line. .419 left in the third. 5 wide, empty backfield. Thorne in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Thorne back, throws, and incomplete. Michael Payne couldn't hold on. Nice defense there by Russell Snow, the 3rd-year safety out of Iowa. 3rd and 10 from the 16. Another big third down for New England. They need a touchdown to take the lead. 3 wide to the far side. Thorne under center. Thorne draws back. Thorne throws, and he led his receiver too much. Looking for Joshua Bryan. He was well covered by Tucker Smith. And that'll bring up 4th down. New England will settle for the field goal. This will be a 33-yard attempt by Mark Brown to pull the Patriots to within 1. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Panthers' lead is now 1. 14-13. 4:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Live from Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Triple header tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. We hope you join us. You'd be remiss not to. We'll go over the lineup right after the kickoff here. Mark Brown will kick off. From the 5-yard line, Cunningham on the return, and John Cunningham out to the 25-yard line. First down, Panthers. Our triple header tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern. It'll be the Chargers at the Bengals, the Cardinals at the Bears, and the Buccaneers at the Packers. It all starts 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific, tomorrow night right here at Jammin' Sports. First and 10, Carolina. They'll start from their own 25. George in the shotgun. In motion is Moore. George draws back. Throws near side. Caught by Moore out to the 32-yard line. Jared Moore in his second year out of Notre Dame. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 32-yard line. .345 and counting. 5 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun, empty backfield. George drops back, throws, caught by Cunningham, out to the 39, a gain of 7. That's a first down, Panthers. Clock is moving, 3:28 and counting. Panthers lead it 14-13 late in the third quarter. 4 wide for Carolina. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. George draws back. Caught by Cunningham at the 46. Falling down, he caught it. A 7-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 3. 3 minutes left in the third. Carolina tried to extend their lead. They're only up by a point. 4 wide. George in the shotgun. 2nd and 3. Moore in motion. George draws back. Throws. Caught by Moore. Out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 1. 2.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. 3rd and 1 for Carolina at their own 48-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. George in the shotgun. George hands off to Darryl Holt. Picks up the first down. Out to the 45. A gain of 7. And that'll keep the Carolina drive going. The 10th year back out of Maryland. 2 minutes left now in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Panthers at the Patriot 45. 4 wide. George in the shotgun. Takes the snap. George dumps it off to Holt. Out of the backfield, out to the 37, a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. 1:37 and counting. It's been a good game. Close matchup. It's going back and forth. On 2nd and 2 from the Patriot 37. George back to throw. Throws outside. Caught. Not caught. John Quick couldn't haul it in. Incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 2. I thought he caught it going to the ground, but he dropped it. 1:19 left here in the third quarter. Big third down for the Panthers. 3 receivers to the near side. George under center. 3rd and 2. George fakes the handoff. Throws, dumps it off. Making the catch. Phillip Lee out to the 35. A gain of 2 yards and a Panther first down. The rookie had a Southern Miss, Phillip Lee, the tight end. He caught a touchdown earlier. Under a minute left here in the third quarter. Panthers at the Patriot 35-yard line. 4 wide. George in the shotgun. Moore in motion. George draws back. Throws downfield, and it's caught by John Quick at the 24-yard line. A gain of 11, and another Carolina first down. As we're down to 30 seconds left. Four wide for Carolina. 1st and 10 from the Patriot 24-yard line. George on the shotgun. Hands off to Darryl Holt. Up the middle, Holt. Inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Patriot first down, or Panther first down. 1st and goal from the 9. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Carolina up 14-13 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. We go to the fourth quarter. First and goal, Carolina from the Patriot 9. George under center. Hands off to Holt around the outside, and Darryl Holt picks up a yard to the 8-yard line. Nice tackle there by the linebacker, Jordan Turner. It'll be second and goal from the 8. Panthers trying to make it an 8-point lead if they can, if they get a touchdown. Everybody in tight on second and goal. George fakes the handoff, looking, and thought about taking up, but he gets sacked back at the 14-yard line. A loss of 6. Pendleton on the tackle, Danny Pendleton, the 7th-year defensive end out of Missouri. It'll be third and goal back at the 14-yard line. The Patriots would love to hold the Panthers to a field goal. 7:20 and counting. Third and goal from the 14-yard line. Panthers come out. George in the shotgun on third down. Inside handoff to Holt, goes nowhere. Loss of a yard. Willis on the tackle. That's Anthony Willis, the 6th-year linebacker out of Illinois. Fourth and goal from the 15-yard line. And Hudson Bronner will come on. This will be a 32-yard field goal attempt. It'll put the Panthers up by 4. Snap, kick is up. And looks good, is good. Panthers lead it 17-13. A 4-point lead for Carolina with 6:42 left to play here in the fourth quarter. That forces the Patriots to get a touchdown if they want to take the lead. The Patriots at 1-0, the Panthers at 0-1 here in week 2 of our current NFL sim season. Miami beat Philadelphia earlier today, 27-10. And the Saints beat the Redskins earlier this evening by a score of 27-17. There's the kick from the 4-yard line. On the return, Stephen Bray. And Bray brings it out to the 28-yard line. And that's where the Patriots will take over, down by 4. Peyton Thorne, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Auburn, comes back out. 6:38 left. Plenty of time for the Patriots, but they need a touchdown. Down 17-13. 3 receivers to the far side. Thorne under center on 1st and 10. Thorne draws back. Thorne throws outside. Caught by Cody Stafford out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Tackled in bounds. The clock is moving. 6:20 and counting. Patriots down by 4. Thorne in the shotgun on 2nd and 1. Thorne draws back. Throws outside. Caught out of the backfield by James Holmes. Out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 3. 1st and 10, New England. As we're down to 5:50 and counting. 4 wide for New England. 3 to the near side. Thorne in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Thorne throws near side. Caught by number 86, Joshua Bryan, out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 11, 1st down for the Patriots as they're into Panther territory. Gaming Reel says, keep moving the chains. From the Carolina 49, 1st and 10, everybody in tight. Thorne under center. Thorne hands off to Dickens, and Dickens goes down. A 1-yard gain. Wade Sullivan on the tackle, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 48-yard line. 5 minutes left. Panthers up by 4. 2nd and 9 for New England at the Panther 48. 4 wide. Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne throws underneath. Caught by Michael Payne. Good for 4 yards out to the 44-yard line. Big catch by the big tight end. Be 3rd and 5 for New England. 4:35 and counting. Patriots, they want to be 2-0. On 3rd and 5, Thorne in the shotgun. Thorne draws back. Thorne throws deep and overthrows Darren Woods. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Patriots are down by 4. They'll probably go for it here with 4:21 left. Let's see if they go for it or if they try to pin Carolina deep. They're going to punt. Frederick Strong. Yeah, he was open. Frederick Strong back to punt. They're going to try to pin the Panthers deep. High in the air punt, and it's out of bounds at the 21. That was a 23-yard punt. Luke George, some highlights. That was the touchdown to Franklin, and that was the touchdown to Lee. As the Panthers lead it 17-13 with 4:16 left. Carolina can make this a 2-score game if they get a touchdown on this drive. They can put the game away. The Patriot defense is looking for a stop here with 4:16 left. Panthers come out. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. George looking, throws, caught by the tight end Moore out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. 4 minutes left. I look for the Panthers to try to eat up some time here on 2nd and 4 from the 27. George hands off to Darrell Holt. Picks up the 1st down. Out to the 36. A gain of 9. 1st down, Carolina. They're up 17-13. 3:35 and counting. Panthers come out. George in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Quick in motion. George looking, throws, dumps it off to Quick. A flag is down as Quick gets out to the 49-yard line. But let's sort out the laundry here. Holding on Carolina. Oh, that's huge. Ron Walters, the center. That's going to back them up. 1st and 20 for Carolina at their own 26. 3:15 left. Patriots trying to get a stop. George in the shotgun. Hands off to Holt. And Darrell Holt, a big gain out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 11. Make it a gain of 12. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3 minutes left to play. Clock is moving. New England desperately needs a stop. On 2nd and 8, George in the shotgun. George to Holt once again. And Darrell Holt picks up 2 yards out to the 39-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. 2:22 and counting. Let's see if they run it down to the 2-minute warning. I would. Get up that time. And I think they will. We've reached the 2-minute warning here at Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-0 Patriots, the 0-1 Panthers. 4 wide, 3rd and 6 from the 39. George in the shotgun. George back. George throws. It's picked off by the Patriots. Touchdown, New England on the pick 6. Steve Rook, the 4th-year defensive back out of Alabama, picks it off and goes in for the touchdown. Wow. I'll give you the yardage. It's a 42-yard interception return for touchdown. That was a bad pass by George. And Rook picked it off and went to the house. And the Patriot defense comes up huge. And they go up 19-17. Absolutely huge play for the Patriots. Steve Rook is going to pull the Patriots fat out of the fire here. As Mark Brown for the extra point. The kick is up, and it barely gets through, but it counts. And New England goes up 20-17 with 1:52 left. And all of a sudden, Gaming Reels is in a good mood. However, there's 1:52 left. Carolina has all three of their timeouts, and all they need is a field goal to force overtime. We're already closing in on midnight Eastern. We're kind of running late tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Well, we had some high-scoring games. That's why. Brown will kick off from the 5-yard line on the return. This is number 80. That's Bruce Hammond. Brings it out to the 33-yard line. All the Panthers need is a field goal to force overtime. They got to shrug off that pick six and get their head in the game here. 1:49 left. They have 3 timeouts. They have plenty of time, plenty of timeouts. And they only need about 35 to 40 yards to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, George throws near side, and he threw it at the feet of Franklin, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Braden says, come on, Panthers. Don't forget, tomorrow night, a triple header starting at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We hope you join us for that. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. George in the shotgun. George draws back, throws quickly, caught by Moore. Out to the 38, a gain of 5. Clock is moving. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Carolina from their own 38-yard line. A minute and a half left. Can the Panthers force overtime? 4 wide. George in the shotgun. 3rd down. George takes the snap, throws deep, and is picked off again by New England. Picking it off this time, number 25, Thomas McLean, the second-year defensive back out of South Carolina State. Back-to-back picks by New England. And that's going to seal the deal for the Patriots, I'm pretty sure. And it looks like New England's going to start the season 2-0. And the Panthers are going to drop to 0-2. Not for lack of trying. The Panthers lost a heartbreaker to the Giants last week, and they're going to lose a heartbreaker to the Patriots here in week 2. And they play the Giants again next week. Patriots will host Philadelphia next week. And the Eagles are 0-2. I could see New England being 3-0 after next week. 4 wide for the Patriots. 1st and 10 from their own 45. Thorne under center. Thorne hands off to Dickens up the middle, and Chris Dickens to the 37. A gain of 8. The Panthers take a timeout. If the Patriots get a first down, this game's over. It'll be 2nd and 2 for New England at the Carolina 37. Well, what did in the Panthers today is 2 fourth-quarter interceptions. 1 for a touchdown. Everybody in tight on 2nd and 2. They hand off to Dickens. Gets the first down. Dickens down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Patriots. Tucker Smith on the tackle, the safety. And now Carolina has but 1 timeout left. Start the buses. In the victory formation, Peyton Thorne under center. Takes a knee. And Carolina takes their final timeout. 2 more snaps and this one's over. And the New England Patriots are going to start 2-0. And the Carolina Panthers are going to start 0-2. And the Panthers play the 2-0 Giants next week. In the victory formation again. They take a knee. They'll have to snap it one more time. A great come-from-behind win for New England. Their defense stepped up and saved their hide in this one. They have to snap it one more time. And Thorne takes a knee. They won't have to snap it again if they don't want to. We'll be back 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow with another triple header. We hope you join us. And they're going to go ahead and run a play. They don't have to. The final seconds will tick away. Your final score, New England 20, Carolina 17. How about them Patriots? Thanks for joining us here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. Good night, everybody.